Google just dropped Vids, and it's already better than ChatGPT-5 for one specific thing, but it's not what you think. I've been testing both for the last week, and I need to be straight with you. This isn't a simple winner-takes-all situation. They're solving different problems, and depending on what you actually make, one of them might be a complete waste of your time. Let me start with what Google Vids actually is, because a lot of people are confused. Google Vids is their answer to content creation. You feed it a prompt or a topic, and it generates a full video, script, visuals, voiceover, the whole thing. It's built into Google's ecosystem, so it can pull from your Gmail, your Drive, your YouTube history, and it integrates with their AI models. The idea is simple, less friction, faster turnaround. ChatGPT-5, on the other hand, is a language model first. It's incredible at writing, reasoning, and understanding nuance, but it doesn't natively generate video. What it does is give you text, and you have to bolt on other tools. You need a voiceover generator, you need an image or video search, you need an editor. It's more work, but it's also more flexible because you're not locked into one company's workflow. Here's the real difference though, and this is where most people get it wrong. Google Vids is a video tool that uses AI. ChatGPT-5 is an AI tool that you have to turn into video. That matters more than you'd think. Let me show you what I mean. I made 3 test videos with each one. First test, a simple explainer about cryptocurrency. Google Vids took about 4 minutes. I typed the topic, selected a style, and it generated a script, picked stock footage, added transitions, and rendered it. The output was clean, boring, but usable. No weird artifacts, no scrambled text overlays, no voiceover glitches. It worked. I did the same thing with ChatGPT-5. It wrote me a killer script, way more personality, better structure, more nuance. But then I had to take that script, paste it into a TDS tool, then search for images, then import them into a video editor, sync the timing, export. Total time, about 30 minutes. The final video was better written, but it took 6 times longer. Second test. I asked both to make a video about AI safety for a technical audience. This is where ChatGPT-5 shines. It understood the philosophical tension between capability and alignment. It structured the argument in a way that actually built to something. Google Vids gave me a surface-level script that hit the talking points, but didn't go deep. A creator who cares about intellectual rigor would pick ChatGPT-5 every time, even if it means more work. Third test. I asked both to make a short video in the style of a specific YouTube channel I watch. This is where Google Vids stumbles. It doesn't really understand style replication. It can pick a preset template, but it can't watch a creator's actual videos and internalize their pacing, their humor, their visual rhythm. ChatGPT-5 can at least try. I fed it transcripts of the channel, and it mimicked the voice pretty well. Again, more work to turn it into video, but the raw creative output was closer. Here's the honest truth. Google Vids wins on speed and convenience. If you need to pump out 5 videos a week and they don't need to be masterpieces, Vids is your move. It's fast, it's integrated, and it gets out of your way. You'll spend less time in tools, more time on strategy. ChatGPT-5 wins on depth, flexibility, and voice. If you care about standing out, if your audience is looking for personality or insight that other creators aren't giving, ChatGPT-5 is worth the extra steps. You get a collaborator that actually understands what you're trying to say, not just what keywords you're using. But here's the catch that nobody's talking about. Both of these tools are still training data mines. Google is using your videos to improve Vids. OpenAI is using your prompts to improve ChatGPT. You're not just getting a tool, you're feeding the machine. That's worth knowing before you commit to a workflow. There's also a money question. Google Vids is free right now. It's in beta, and Google's betting that if they own the creation and the platform, they own the creator. ChatGPT-5 is behind a subscription wall, so every video you make has a cost. If you're running the numbers, Vids looks cheaper until you realize Google's endgame is to keep creators inside their ecosystem. So which one should you actually use? Here's my framework. If you're a content mill, you need videos fast, you're optimizing for quantity and algorithmic reach. Use Google Vids. You'll save hours. If you're a creator with a voice, if your brand is built on being smarter or funnier or more thoughtful than the algorithm, use ChatGPT-5 and accept the extra work. The difference in quality will compound over time. There's also a hybrid play that nobody's doing yet. Use ChatGPT-5 to write and think. Use Google Vids to execute fast on the boring stuff, the explainers, the summaries, the updates. Use ChatGPT-5 on your hero content where voice matters. That's probably the move for most creators. One more thing, both of these tools are going to get better. In 6 months, Google Vids might have style replication. ChatGPT-5 might have native video generation. So the real skill you need to develop isn't mastering one tool. It's understanding what these tools are actually good for and being willing to switch when the game changes. That's the only sustainable advantage. If you want to keep up with this stuff as it happens, because it's changing fast and most of the takes out there are either hype or FUD, subscribe. I break down these tools the week they drop, and I tell you what actually matters and what's noise. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.